Hey everybody, DFM Scribe here, and welcome back to the channel. And it's been a winter to remember for Austria Wien, as the Wunderteam has a big sale to talk about, and actually a permanent signing, and it stayed within budget. Anyway, let's jump into it and take a quick look. So I am going straight to the transfers because, and again, I know you can't see this is behind me, but that's okay. It's mystery. But if I scroll down here, you can see three names have left the club here, right at the bottom. Starting at the top, Muharrem Huskovic. No, he's still at Austria Wien. But that's because we got a special deal. We worked with Milan, sold him for 6 million, possibly going up to 10 million, and a 40% sell-on fee or clause, and we loaned him back for the remainder of the season. I'd like to see if maybe we can get him for the next season as well, but time will tell. James Holland, we let him go for free to Wellington Phoenix. That freed up a lot of wage budget. And then Matteo Meisel, he went to Southampton for 1 million, potentially going up to 1.1 million. So a few little extra clauses in there and a sell-on percentage clause, because he just was not going to break into the team. He didn't like big matches at all, and that's just always a major no for me. As far as new signings go, there is one to talk about, and that is Silas Naka coming in from Magdeburg for 250,000. The 25-year-old Ivorian is a good all-rounder. You can see here a lot of 12s and 13s, a few 15s. Not a lot of weak spots. He can play pretty much any position here in midfield, central defensive midfield, which was the main one I'm looking at. But he can also slot in the kind of middle of a three-man backfield, kind of that libero position, because it's less of a deep defender, because he's got only 11 in heading, 11 in jumping reach, because he's only 1.79 meters tall. So that is shorter than I would want for a central defender, but he could step in there if need be. He could also slot out into left back or left wing back position quite well, and even attacking midfield on the left, which I really wouldn't want. But he's got great teamwork that I like. His fitness is fantastic, great stamina as well, and just a lot of great mental abilities. So our attributes, this makes me very, very happy. And getting him in on a 3-year deal of $390K. So he's one of the higher wage earners at the club, but we moved out enough and freed up enough space that we could work that within the budget. And he's definitely an upgrade over Holland and gives us a lot of depth there. Now, going back to the transfer history, it is the time of year where we could sign players for free to come in next season because their contracts have come to an end. Unfortunately, we've been turned down by 4 players. One of them is actually Alexander Pavlovic. His contract was expiring, but he renewed his contract with Bayern. If we would have gotten him in on a free, he's a great developmental player. I mean, he's only 19. He's only getting better. So that would have been a great one to add permanently. But I understand, Bayern's a better side, much bigger side. And there are a number of other ones that just went to bigger clubs that could spend more money and offered way more money than we were able or willing to offer. So we're going to have to do a little bit of retooling depending on what we can do here moving forward after the season. But that is after the season. Now moving into the season, I have not messed with the tactics, believe it or not. Those have stayed the same. And in this episode, we've got a ÖFB Cup quarterfinal match against Austria Lustenau, who we actually played. If I go back here in our schedule, after the Wolfsberger AC 3-0 victory, we had a very good 2-1 victory against Austria Lustenau with Ramftl and Fischer scoring, for they got one back in the 79th minute. We had a mixed bag, winter friendlies, but played overall pretty well, so I'm happy there. But today we're going to play Austria Lustenau in the Cup, and then Blau-Weiß Linz, who embarrassed us in the first half of the season, and hopefully we can get some revenge against Linz today. So we are, of course, going with our Wunderteam back 3 tactic. Früchtl in goal. Nothing's changed. Still playing attacking. I mean, really nothing's changed. Früchtl is in goal. We've got Handel, Galvao, and Plavotic in here. Now, Handel and Galvao were well linked, playing well together, so hopefully they'll come back soon. Guenush, who's now linking up well with Polster on the left, Ramftel as the wingback on the right, Braunöder and Hussein Basic in our central defensive midfield pairing. Then Polster on the left, Fitz on the right, and Schmidt is starting. The reason why is because Huskovic is currently out injured, and Fischer is coming back from injury, so those guys are not starting. On the bench, we've got Kos, Baltaxa, Potzman, Naka, Pavlovic, Fischer, and Aslani. All right, guys, outstretched. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. Pressure got lifted, some relax, very, very positive there. Let's go in there and see. I'm very curious to see how Alexander Schmidt performs. We extended his contract due to triggering an extension clause. His contract was expiring, and we just need that cover. We can't sit here and not have a central shadow striker going into next season. So the other thing is we had a few other offers, mainly for Manuel Polster. RB Salzburg came in with a couple million euro offer for him, and there's just no way I am selling to one of our main rivals for, future domination in Austria, hopefully. So definitely that was not even going to be a negotiation. Lustenau playing in green, which is always great for you, the viewer, and for me. And then we've got the ball that nobody can see, which is blaze orange because of the snow on the pitch. And I can let you know that Austria Lustenau almost scored right off the bat there. Free kick now, Fitz. Looked for Plavotic, but that's being cleared. Rein back to Schiel. But I hate that neon orange ball. So hard to see. Especially if any of you are watching on a mobile device, this is going to be near impossible. He plays it back to Rein, and Früchtel gathers that one easily. That being highlights, a little weird. Playing it out. Here comes Friedrichs. Gabher, Rein. Plays it forward to Golgina, and how did he miss? Oh, he missed. He just flat out missed. That was a huge opportunity there for Austria Lustenau, and we so far have done nothing. Schiel with the free kick. Polster back to Guenush. Handel, Lukas Galvao. Now we need a little bit of possession and build up here. Braunöder, Handel, Polster coming very deep to help in the build up. Handel back to Früchtel. Handel again. Lukas Galvao, Hussein Basic, Fitz in some space. Can he play a through ball out to Polster? Still Polster. Polster gets past his man. Polster, Manu Polster. Oh, it was a huge opportunity there to take the lead. Go corner now. Polster swings it in. Plavotic on the far post. Saved. The ball still bouncing around. And Guenush would gather that, but can't do anything with it. So, halftime, and it's 0-0 here in the cup. Goiginga is definitely their most dangerous person. He's the one with the chances so far, key passes. So, Goiginga, we're going to have to take a look at stats-wise. Austria Lustenau playing better. Heat map-wise, we're spread out a little bit here. They're very central. Very central. Passing network, it's kind of all over the place for us, but nothing coming into the middle here. If we look where Schmidt is, it's just nothing. All of our buildup is out wide, and they are definitely clogging up the central areas. So, yeah, we definitely need something more here in the second half. We're going to go here to the opposition, and Thomas Goiginga. Inside forward, very strong on his right, reasonable on his left. So we're actually going to show him on his left. Let's tight mark. Let's press. Go in hard. We're not going to press him, actually. Instead, Anderson, him, we're going to force him more centrally. And then we're going to kind of keep this. You know what? We're going to tight mark all of these guys, and then we're going to press Tiefenbach and kind of try to force them out wide into those wide areas because they're obviously trying to go centrally. So we're gonna try to focus on that a little bit. Other than that, let's drop that defensive line a little bit. It increases our gaps here, but I'm not overly concerned with that right now. But they have tried to hit us on the break, which I'm not liking. We're gonna keep attacking with narrow. We're being pushed wide, so it really doesn't matter. And pass into space. We'll leave. Let's hit some early crosses. See if we can get behind their back line on a more consistent, regular basis. And otherwise, we'll have to take Schmidt out and bring in Aslani, who would be the candidate on the bench. All right, Ramftl now. Back to Plavotic. Out to Ramftl again. Into space for Fitz. Fitz, can he get past this man? He puts it across. There is Schmidt. Oh, that was a good opportunity there. It was saved. And then we've got a corner. Down here, Hussein Basic. Swings it in. Handel is there, and Schmidt. Oh, he had the golden opportunity there on the ball that kind of bounced around a little bit there after Handel's header, and he couldn't tap it in. Lukas Galvao now plays it forward. Fitz. He's got the overlapping run from Ramftl. Ramftl looks for Hussein Basic into space. There's Manu Polster. Was he offside? It was close. And no, it's no offside there. Wonderful build-up play. Wonderful pass. You can see Fitz here. Out to Ramftl on that overlap. He plays it back to Hussein Basic. Segundo volante. Great pass into Polster, who cut inside. And beautiful finish from our advanced playmaker there on the left in Manuel Polster. Throw now, Gwenush. Braunöder, Gwenush. Back to Handel. Just build it back up. Handel. Lukas Galvao. Oh, he was under pressure there. Plavotic. Hussein Basic. Chips it forward. Finds Gwenush in space. Can he cross it? He'll play it back. Braunöder. He's got one central. Lukas Galvao. Hussein Basic. Ramftl. And Ramftl with a shot. Save Gwenush in, but he was offside. A stinging shot there from Ramftl. So those tactical changes, those tweaks, apparently have made the difference in shutting down Lustenau and kind of exposing some of their weaknesses, at least in terms of our transitional play. Ramftl. Inside, Hussein Basic. Still, Hussein Basic. Good shot. Shield with a save. Segundo volante on attack is taking care of business there. And we've definitely taken control of the match here so far in the second half. And we are going to make some substitutions. Gwenush is not playing well, and he's booked. So we're going to bring in Baltaxa for him. And then Braunöder. Schmidt isn't having a great match, so Aslani will come in for him as the shadow striker. As we look here at a corner for Austria Lustenau that goes harmlessly over top of Früchtel's goal. Baltaxa, I'm going to make a sub here in a little bit. Bring on Naka. Looks for Fitz. That is headed out, only as far as Ramftl. Reinhold Ramftl back to Hussein Basic. Ramftl. Hussein Basic, can he turn and shoot? Kind of. Polster is there. And it was hard to see because of that neon ball. But Manu Polster puts in a brace for the Wunderteam. It is a 2-0 lead here in the quarterfinal of the Cup. Hussein Basic here, you can see Ramftl, Hussein Basic, and that gets blocked, and Polster is there to pounce on the loose ball and double the lead for Austria Wien. Okay, we're going to make a couple substitutions now as well. We're going to keep on Manu Polster for now, Fitz as well. Braunöder is looking a little tired, so we're going to bring on Silas Naka. And Plavotic and Galvao can stay. So we're only going to make one sub right now. Throw in now Gemeiner. Back to Grujicic. Tiefenbach. He takes a shot, block. Polster. Time to counterattack. Aslani back to Plavotic. And no counterattack, but instead, we're going to see out this highlight. And then it is time for a double sub here before the end. Plavotic all the way back to Früchtel. Handel. Still Handel. Plavotic. Plavotic has been having a great season. Silas Naka. Gavao. Handel. Handel. They're giving him space. Chip ball forward. Looks for Fitz. Fitz gathers it instead of the defenders. Plays it back to Ramftel. Hussein Basic. Silas Nyaka. Out wide to Baltaxa. Baltaxa gets past his man. Takes a shot. And Schiel with the save. We're going to let this corner happen. And after the corner, we will make our final 2 subs. Hussein Basic in. Tin Plavotic. Nothing there. Galvao picks it up to Ramftel. Ramftel shot. And Schiel with the save. We'll make those subs here right away. I mean, they're having good matches. Aslani we brought in. Dominic Fitz is having a good match, but he's getting tired, so we're going to bring in Fischer for him. And central midfield workhorse, always important, so Plavotic will come in for Hussein Basic. Should Austria Lustenau gain 2 goals here, and it go into extra time, we would have another sub, and at that point I would take off Ramftel most likely. Headed out, because we still have Potzmann on the bench. Gemeiner now for Lustenau. Good block there. Corner for the hosts. But things are looking good right now for Austria Wien to make it to the ÖFB Cup semifinal. As long as I don't jinx it here. Früchtel with an important save. Almost making me look like a liar. Or celebrating prematurely. Rein in. Naka heads it out. Grujicic. Rein. Naka is there. Gabna. Shot. And that one went wide. So hard to see. The stupid neon ball. Final seconds ticking away here. Corner. Manuel Polster. In, looks for Handel. It's kind of bouncing around and gets cleared. Now counterattack. Nope. Blown. Full-time. 2-0 victory for Austria Wien. And those halftime changes. I mean, they had a few more opportunities here late in the second half. But overall, the second half, we can see here 13 shots. Ball share 59%. And high-intensity sprints was pretty good. Average rating was good. And our possession was at 62%. So those halftime adjustments made a big, big difference to us. And well done, guys. Good win. So now we go on to Linz after that victory. But there will be a semifinal draw here in a second. So let's head over to that. So time for the semifinal draw. In, we've got us, SKU Amstetten, Blau-Weiß Linz, and RB Salzburg. So first out is Austria Wien. So who will the Wunderteam face? Of course, RB Salzburg. Linz will take on Amstetten in the other semifinal. So a huge semifinal test against RB Salzburg. That's going to be the big one. Where does that fall in the calendar? All the way down here. So that's in April. At the end of March is when basically this phase, competition phase, is over. And then we go into the Champions Group phase. But now let's head on over and take on Blau-Weiß Linz. By the way, let's take a quick look actually at the table. And let's take a look at it in large format. You see Austria Wien, we're sitting in third. 3 points behind Austria Klagenfurt. A point ahead of Hartberg. And the important cutoff here in sixth. We're 3 points clear of 7th place Linz, who we play next. We're pretty far away from Salzburg. They're probably going to win it again, I venture to say. Oh, we just had this come across the news desk. Austria Wien attracting interest in takeover rumors. Amid takeover rumors. Rumors of a takeover at Cup semifinalists Austria Wien are circling with one or more interested groups believed to be preparing offers. Club source indicated that while no formal bids have been made, President Kurt Golovica would be willing to entertain the proposition. Okay, let's keep an eye on that. All right, we are back. Time to take on Blau-Weiß Linz at home. Got a few little changes here to make. Pavlovic is out injured. And Huskovic is back, but we're monitoring him. So Aslani will start instead of Schmidt. So we'll bring Huskovic onto the bench and Martins onto the bench as well. So now we've got quite a few options here. But that's who we are going to go with today. So aside from Aslani and bringing Martins onto the bench, it is the same starting 11 as we featured in the cup match against Austria Lustenau today against Blau-Weiß Linz. So, time to exact some revenge here against Linz, who are playing in white. We, of course, in purple at home at the Generali Arena. And hopefully, they're playing also a back three, so we'll see. Feiertag is the one that really put a hurt on us the first time we met this season. As you can see, this is a must-win match for both sides. As we are third, they are seventh, but only 3 points separate us, with everybody else in between also vying for these important positions to get into that Champions Group phase of the season. I do welcome that change. They did it in the Bundesliga just because Salzburg was always running away with it, and they decided to do this to maybe at one point even the playing field a little bit. It didn't quite come off because Salzburg are still absolutely dominating, but it's the theory, it's the thought that counts at times. There's a long highlight. Ooh, Früchte got in the way there, but Ronivaldo was offside. Lukas Galvao back to Früchte. Build up here. Plavotic, Hussein Basic to Fitz. He's got an overlap in Ranftl. Ranftl has some space, got behind Linz, who are sitting relatively deep. Fitz again. Ranftl. Aslani is there in Fiznik Aslani. Lone signing from Hoffenheim makes it a 1-0 lead to Austria Wien here in the 28th minute now. There was really nothing of note before this, and that has a lot to do with the fact that Linz were camping relatively deep. I was looking at the heat map and trying to just stop us from scoring. Thankfully, they were not able to do so, as Aslani with a wonderful finish there. Throw in now. Guenouche in our own half. Aslani. Oh, that's a bad giveaway. That's a bad... Oh, Feiertag. Fiznik Aslani almost, after scoring the opener, almost gave away a ball there to Linz in a position to score. Throw in Ranftl. Aslani. Aslani's everywhere today. Plavotic. Back to Handel. Good build-up here. I feel like with Handel and Plavotic and Gavao in the middle, we've found a really nice group to play there as our defenders. And, of course, then Plavotic gives it away. Ranftl wins it back nicely. And with Martins as well... Oh, guys. Martins and Baltaxa on the bench, who can play at wing-back as well as central defense. We've got a really good flexible side there. Oh, bad build-up play, but Hussein Basic wins it back, takes a shot, and Schmidt with a save in the Linz goal. But that was not pretty on the build-up side there. And you can see here in the match momentum, Blau-Weiß Linz coming a little bit more into the match now. And that is not making Darko Junuzovic very happy. Handel, Lukas Galvao, shot gets blocked, and that should take care of that. And it does. But we're right back to Guenouche. Throw in. Braunöder. Back to Guenouche. Crosses in. Hussein Basic. Oh, that was so close. But Pertl gets in the way before. It looked like Aslani was there to tip it in. Or Fitz, couldn't quite tell. Polster now at the corner. Whips it in. Handel. Back to Manu Polster. And he was offside. So halftime, it was a little more interesting there at the end. You can see here Linz popping up a little bit here towards the end. If we look at the heat map, they're ultra compact. Kind of not super deep. They're sitting quite compact. Our passing network is going wide, and we're having a hard time finding Aslani just because they are sitting that compact. Things are going well, but I know you guys can do better. So we're going to go back here, and we are once again going to hit those early crosses, kind of like we did against Austria Lustenau, in the hopes that that'll make the difference here to kind of get behind them. I'd like to get another goal. Ranftl, nice interception there. Speaking of I'd like to extend the loan for Hussein Basic by a season. Seko Koita, I'm not really fussed about. Every time he's played, he hasn't really done much for us. But Fiznik Aslani is another one that I wouldn't mind keeping around an extra season on loan. Throw in Ranftl, Hussein Basic, Ranftl, Fitz, Braunöder in space to take a shot. And he scored a few from distance, but that one did not come close. At 70th minute, it's time to make some subs, also because we've got some fixture congestion coming up. Lukas Galvao isn't playing well. Polster is complacent. But Fitz is not playing well either. So what we're going to do is Fischer will come in for Fitz, who just isn't playing well. And then Lukas Galvao, you know what? We're going to do a little bit of a risk here. Bring in Naka. Otherwise, we'd bring in Martins, who, you know, his jumping reach is at least better than Naka's. But we're going to try him in that libero position and see how he performs. Because eventually Lukas Galvao is going to go away. He's 32 years old. So he only has a finite amount of time left. Okay, 6 more minutes have gone. Nothing has happened. Tin Plavotic is doing... So we are going to bring in Martins for him. And yeah, Polster, you are not playing well. You are complacent. But that is about it. Other than that, I think we can keep kind of going with who we have. Guenouche. Ranftl can actually use a breather, so we're going to bring in Potzmann for Ranftl, knowing that we've got quite a few matches here coming up in the next few days. And we see Linz have now switched to a 4-3-3. So tactically, we're going to keep that, but we're going to drop our line. We're going to stay with attacking. Might as well. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to drop this down to balanced. Just going to chill a little. And pass in space. Yeah, may as well keep that. But I want to get rid of counter. Just to slow our build up a little bit. And we've got one more sub we can make. And I'm kind of feeling like Polster, so we're going to put Fischer on that side. He's not exactly a great playmaker, but he isn't horrible at it, actually. Aslani will go to the inside 4 position, and Huskovic will come in the shadow striker role here for the last few minutes of the match. So, 45 seconds left. Throw in for Linz. Guenouche wins that one back. Handel just gives it right back to Blau-Weiß Linz. Noss, Tursch, crosses it in. Martins kind of deals with it. Pirkel, back. Koch, Huskovic, good interception. Pirkel, Koch, Mitrovic, back to Miranda. Out to Gullis and Braunöder. Nice defensive play there. Booted out by Früchtel. And here comes Linz again towards the end of the match. And that ends at a 1-0 victory. Kind of a drab match, but Linz really didn't do much for it. We didn't have many chances, but the chances we had, we of course used. We also had 70% possession. I mean, we played 762 passes. They played 359. That already says a lot. Where their interest was today was not necessarily playing the game, but rather defending. And well done, lads. Good victory. So now if we look here quickly at the table, we are in third, 18 matches played. Sturm Graz still need to play, but they can't get past us. Neither can Rapid. Linz already played, so they're trying to distance themselves from 7th place. Linz, we're now 4 points clear of TSV Hartberg, still 3 points behind Austria Klagenfurt. But we're in a very good position to make it into the Champions Group. The next matches, we've got TSV Hartberg, BSG Tirol away from home, the Tivoli Stadion, and then home against Austria Klagenfurt, and then away against SCR Altach. I think I will definitely play all of these. I will definitely play all of these off camera and come back for the Champions Group stage, unless, of course, we drop a massive egg here and are struggling to make it out into the Champions Group. So 2 wins, And out of 2 matches, 3 goals scored, none conceded. So a good defensive effort overall, an efficient attacking output. I feel like the tactic is coming together nicely. We're playing some nice football. Now it's just a matter of getting the right parts put together in the right positions. I've got my eyes on a few players to sign for next season. Nothing this season. We'll see what happens now with this rumor of a takeover. It looks like it's a board takeover, not an entire club takeover, but we'll see. I mean, maybe, who knows, maybe a lot of money will come in and the fortunes of Austria Wien will change. Or Darko Januzovic, his style is not favored by the new board and things go drastically badly. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, as always, likes are appreciated. Subscribe if you are new to not miss out on anything here Football Manager related. And until next time, I am Dan FM Scribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.